Hello everyone, this hour on Verbling, the next in my Learning from Pictures series. Let me just get my microphone on and my headphones in. And what we're going to be doing today is going a step further with things that we've done very recently. If you weren't in the last class, don't worry, we're going to refresh your memory. While we're waiting for people to come in, let me open the material and do a really quick introduction. So if you just give me a second, I'm going to do that, and then I'll say hi to everyone as you enter. By the way, my name is John Eric. I'm your Verbling teacher for this hour. I'm an American teacher from New York, hanging out in Lisbon, Portugal to bring you this class. And let me just get my name on the screen while we're waiting for people to come in. You should be able to see that. There we go. So, if you're waiting for the class to begin, you might see a timer. As soon as the timer is up, you'll see a green button that says join. Click it and come on in. In the meantime, I'll just tell you that you can follow me on Verbling by clicking on this link, which you're going to see in the chat window. I've taught Verbling for 2 years, over 1,000 classes since February of 2013. I've also taught for 15 years in classroom, and the last 4 years online, so 15 years total, to different age groups, adults, teens, children. I've taught business English at major companies like BP, Deloitte, Prada, BCG, Bain Capital, even at a university. I've taught academic classes as well, CPE, CAE, TOEFL, IELTS. So basically, whatever your problem is in English, I'd like to help, okay? You can schedule a trial lesson with me, and we can do a personalized lesson to help you meet your goals. So think about that. Follow me on Verbling, see my upcoming classes, schedule a trial lesson. Let's talk about today's class. I'm going to put the pictures on the screen for you, and let's see what we can do here. So, first of all, last week we had, let's see if I can turn the page. Last week we had a street scene. Some of you might not have been here. We started to identify some things in the street scene and then move around that space just through our words. Describe positions, locations, and name those objects. So we're going to take that a step further today. So in the first half of class, or the first quarter of class, we're going to go through and name the things that we see downtown and talk about moving through the space and work on precision. In the second half of class, we're going to be giving each other directions, looking at a map, and we're going to learn the language of directions, practice what we know, and eventually tell a little story about the places that we end up when we're giving directions. So we'll get back to that in just a minute. Let me now just say hello to everyone. So welcome to class. The first person I saw was Aristote. Am I saying your name right? Mr. Aristote? Can you turn on your mic again? It's Aristote Passy Mafuta. Is that right? Uh-oh, I don't hear you, Aristote. So if you can write me a message in the chat window if you're having trouble with your audio, and I'll help you if you're having any trouble, okay? Let's say welcome back to Mr. Jose and Mr. Adrian. Nice to see you both.
Hello, Jan.
Hi.
Hello,
Hi, how are you doing? And let's say hello to Ksenia as well. Hello, Ksenia. Welcome back.
Hello,
nice to see you too.
Nice to see you too.
Very good, very good. Ksenia from Poland.
No, from Russia.
I always do this. I don't know why. I keep confusing you with someone else. I don't know why I keep doing this. Okay, sorry. Then who's the one I keep saying is from Poland? Oh, she has the picture of water too. That's what it is. It's the water, Ksenia. It's the water that's confusing me.
Yes.
All right. So, Aristote, don't forget to turn on your microphone. You just need to click the little microphone symbol, which is up here at the top, It should be white, then we can hear you, and red if we can. Okay? So, let's get started, everyone. Take a look at this picture. I'm going to zoom in to the top picture. There we go. Notice that everything is numbered in this picture. What I'm going to do is call out a number and call out a person. And in that way, we're going to quickly go through and name everything we see. Very quickly, we're going to run through it. And before I do that, I also need to open this on my computer before we start so that I make sure that I use the same words every time. Because, you know, sometimes there's more than one way to say something, but we're going to choose just one in this class to make it a little bit easier on people. So give me just a second while I'm opening that, and then we will get started. Well, I'll do that in the background so it doesn't interrupt. Let me through pictures. Okay, so while that's opening, let's get started. Let me see. Ksenia.
Yes.
I want you to start with. Why don't we just try to go in order? What do you think? Maybe that's not a bad idea. Make it really simple.
Yes.
Look at number 1. Do you see where it is?
Yes. It's cafe.
It is a cafe. And where is it specifically in a cafe?
On the wall.
It's on the wall above the
Window.
window and above the above the window and above
advertising.
and above the what?
Name of the cafe. I don't know how.
Exactly.
What is
It's
it?
those little words that we're looking for today. Exactly. Class, help her out. Number 1 is
Maybe title.
not a title because it's not a book. Class, help her out.
Number 1, it's a placard, no?
Placard. It's a word we don't use often. Placard is a word that we exist, but we don't use it a lot.
This word don't.
Anyone else? Anyone else?
Poster? Poster?
Poster? No, it's not a
No.
poster. Number 1, that's
sign.
it has the
Sign?
a sign. It's a sign.
It's a sign, no?
Ksenia, what kind of sign is that? At night you can see it because
Light.
it's illuminated. What kind of sign is that? What kind of sign is that? Do you know?
No.
Light sign.
Say again, Adrian?
Light sign. I don't know.
We have to say the type of light. When you create a word out of the light bulb and you fill it with a particular kind of substance, particularly in the 1950s, you don't see it as much today, that's called a neon sign. Neon. So number 1 is a neon sign. Everyone say that. Neon sign.
Neon sign.
Neon sign.
Good.
Okay.
Very good. Jose, number 2.
Yes. Number 2. This
If you don't
is
know-
a street lamp or
Street lamp? No, look again. What do you do at number 2? What do you do there? What's that for? Yeah.
I don't know. What is
It's not
the...
It's not a good picture. It's not a good picture. So, I'll tell you what.
In Spain we don't have this object.
You used to.
Yes.
Maybe they're different today. They're a little bit different.
It's different.
I'll tell you what. If you hang on a second.
The picture is no is not so good.
The picture's not so good. So if you hang on just a second, I'm going to show you what it actually looks like today.
Okay. Okay.
All right, hang on just a second here. Can you see it? Oh no, you can't. There you go. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yes, I can see.
So you still have them today, don't you?
In Spain we don't have this object. I don't know.
No, you have in Spain. It's for
Yes. Okay.
money, for car.
Okay. Well, when you park. Okay. Yes. Yes.
Maybe it looks more like this.
Yes. In Spain is like this.
Okay, so what is that thing? In number 2? What's the name?
Parking meter.
Meter. Meter.
Parking meter. Parking meter.
Very good, very good.
When you park your car, you have to pay.
You have to pay. That's right. So number 1 is a neon sign. Number 2 is a parking meter. Everyone, parking meter.
Parking meter.
Good.
Parking meter.
Very good. Number 3, Adrian. Again, it's a little hard to see.
No,
But-
it's the place where the car parking.
Exactly. What do we call it?
I don't know the name.
You got the right idea. We don't say place, we say space. Number 3,
Space.
parking space.
Parking space.
That's it.
Okay.
So, I don't know where everyone else is because the class is fully booked, but we're going to go back to the beginning with Ksenia. 4, now look carefully. 4 is a raised area in the street. 4 is a raised area in the street.
Yes, it's for speed control, I think.
Right.
But in Russia we said it's like police officer, but I don't know what it you say.
It's a speed bump. Speed bump.
Speed bump.
Bump is a little hill, a little
Speed bump.
mountain. Speed bump. Everyone, speed bump.
The speed bump.
Speed bump.
That's
Speed
it.
bump.
Speed bump.
Jose, number 5. That thing on the wall, number 5.
Number 5.
The thing written on the wall.
Yes, I see letters.
What do we call that? Someone wrote that, but it was against the law. You're not allowed to write on public property. What do we call that?
I don't know what is the name of these letters that I see on the wall.
It doesn't have to be letters. It could be pictures. It could be spray paint. It could be political slogans. It could be anything. But the point is, people are not allowed to write or paint on public property.
Yep.
And when they do, we call that
Graffiti, no?
graffiti.
Graffiti,
Everyone.
okay.
Graffiti. That's it. Okay. And Adrian, number 6. What's that thing hanging there?
6 line sign.
Traffic light.
It's a traffic light. Yeah, we can say
Traffic light.
traffic light.
Okay, traffic light.
We can say traffic light, or we can say stop light.
Yeah.
And it's written like, whoops. Did I write it right? I think I spelled it wrong. 1 second. Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I spelled it right. Okay. So we've gone around the room. We're up to 6. Now, I want you to, I'm going to call out an object. You tell me what number it is. The object is, Ksenia, a drain. Do you see a drain in the picture?
Drain is 19.
Drain is 19.
19.
Excellent. Right. Jose, a crosswalk. A crosswalk, Jose. Do you see a crosswalk? If you don't see it, make a guess. Do you see a crosswalk, Jose? Uh-oh, I don't hear Jose.
Yes, yes.
Ah, okay.
What is the
Where do you
word,
think-
John?
The word is crosswalk. Look in the chat window.
Crosswalk, yes.
Where do you see a crosswalk?
Crosswalk is the place where the people cross the walk. I don't.
What number? What number do you think?
I don't know. I don't see. Number 20.
Number 20. Exactly. Number 20 is a crosswalk. Very good. Adrian, the next word is, let's give you a difficult one. The next word is fire escape. Fire escape.
Fire escape. Okay. Fire escape. For me, maybe 8.
Maybe 8 is correct. Those are stairs that will slide down if there's a fire. A fire escape is a set of stairs. That's it. Very good. All right. So I'm now going to call a number, and you tell me what you think the object is. Back to Ksenia. Number 22. 23, I'm sorry. If you don't know the name, just tell me what it does. Number 23.
23. It's a hole, covered hole in a road. 1 second. I think it's a hatch.
It's a hatch. It's not a hatch though, because a
No.
hatch would have a little knob. It would have hinges like a door. This is not really a door, but we would say a manhole, and specifically that round thing is the cover. So a manhole cover. And where does the manhole lead to? What do you think?
To the system in the town who provides water and
That's
other
it.
things.
Which we call the sewer. The sewer.
Sure.
That's right. So the manhole leads to the sewer. Very good. Okay, and Jose, I'm going to give
Yes.
you one, which might be a little tricky. Give me a second. Where is it? Oh, yeah, number 17. Now, number 17 is pointing to that little strip that's not the sidewalk and it's not the road. It's that little strip between
Little step between.
the little strip between the sidewalk and the road. So what do we call that little strip that's above the drain but not on the sidewalk? The place, you got to be careful when you're parking your car because you could ruin your tires if you're not careful.
It's the car.
Say again? Say again, repeat?
Car.
Correct. Pronunciation is curb.
Car.
That is right.
Car.
17 is a curb. Very good. Okay, one more number for Mr. Adrian. Mr. Adrian, I want you to tell me. No, I was doing words, wasn't I? I wanted to tell me where you see the poster. In this picture, where do you see a poster?
In 14.
14. There's a movie poster on the wall. And Ksenia, if 14 is a poster, what's number 7?
Banner?
Say again?
Banner?
Banner. Banner is a good word. Banner's a good word, but it's not the right word for that particular thing. So, number 7 is, what's the purpose of number 7? What does it do for us? What does it show?
Advertisement.
Right. So we can call it, of course, an advertisement. We can call it that. We can also call it a sign, or we can call it a billboard, because it's really big. It's not a banner, because a banner would be made of cloth. A banner is usually like almost like a flag. It's usually made of cloth, and you use a banner like in a protest. People would carry banners. But this is for advertising, and it's really big, and everyone can see it. So we call it a billboard or an outdoor advertisement. All right. So now I'm going to just go through the rest of these quickly. I'm going to say it. You tell me the number. Okay? All of you, not in any particular order.
Okay.
Let's go with the skylight. The skylight. Where do you see the skylight in this picture? Class, where do you see it?
9.
Number 9. That is correct. Number 9. Where do you see the gutter? The gutter. Class, where do you see the gutter? A little hard to see in the picture, but if you look closely, you can see it.
I think it's 18.
I think you're right. What does the gutter do for us, Ksenia? You're absolutely right.
It's for rainwater.
That's right. So it brings the rainwater into the drain and down to the sewer. That's right. Okay, so we've got skylight, we've got gutter, we've got a few more. What about the, let's see, what about the litter basket? Do you see the litter basket?
$15.
The litter basket is number 15.
15.
Correct. Could be litter basket, could be trash can, but the reason we say basket is because it's on that thing. What is number 13, class? What is number 13? What do we call that thing the litter basket is attached to?
13, street lamp.
13 is a street lamp. That is right. Okay. What about 16? The thing next to the litter basket. What do you think? 16, the object next to the litter basket. Uh-oh.
It's fire, and I forgot the second word.
Hydrant.
Hydrant.
The fire hydrant. Excellent. We did skylight on top of the roof. 10, 11, and 12. In that order. 10, 11, and 12. See if you can find the right words. 10, 11, and 12. Well, Ksenia, you already mentioned number 10 before. You already said it in the past.
No.
Yeah, you did. You just
Yeah.
you said it for the wrong object. You said it, but you said it for the wrong object. So the right object is number 10. What does number 10 have on it that you can open, Ksenia?
Oh, I forgot, my God. It's a hatch.
Good. Number 10 is a hatch because you can open it like a door. And you can also just call it roof access because it's like probably there's a little stairway or something like that that you can climb up. So it's got a hatch, it's roof access. Number 11, what do you think, class? What do you think for number 11? If you're not sure what it's called, you can tell me what it does. Number 11, what does that thing do?
It could be a pipe or something like that.
It is a kind of pipe, yeah. We can call it a pipe,
It is
but
a kind of pipe.
but it's not for water.
It's for heat from the oven.
It's
For heat, well, number 12 is for heat.
Oh, 12 is for heat.
Number 11 is just for air.
Oh, it's for air. Mm.
So, if it's for air, and it could take the old air out, right? The air conditioning can bring new air in, and this thing can take old air out. We call it two things: either ventilation, or could be an extractor, an air extractor.
Ventilation.
Yeah.
Air extractor. Okay.
Right. You could even say ventilation. What was the word? Ventilation. You could say a ventilation hood, which is kind of a weird word, because a hood is what you wear over your head, and it looks like a hood. You wear a hoodie. You put that thing over your head, like Little Red Riding Hood. So it kind of looks like that. So ventilation hood or extractor. And Ksenia, you said number 12 was for what you put over a fire. So what do we call that thing that allows the smoke to escape from the fireplace?
I don't know.
You know. Begins with the sound ch. 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 2 syllables. Give up?
Mm-hmm.
Chimney. Yeah, okay.
A chimney.
Chimney. That's right.
Chimney.
Chimney.
Chimney. Okay.
All right.
Chimney.
So, very good, very good. Where are the revolving doors?
21.
21. I want you to describe the location, though. The revolving doors are in, at, on, under, through. What are they? The revolving doors are what, Ksenia?
I
How
can't
would you
find it.
describe the location?
In
In what?
the
21. No?
21 is correct. That's right.
yes.
The revolving doors are number 21. And how could you describe where they are? Let me give you an example. I would say 21. I would say the revolving doors are at the entrance of the theater, like this. They're at the entrance of the theater, or they are in the wall. So this forces you to use the right location word. Okay? So you could say they're in the wall, or they're at the entrance. Mr. Vladimir, welcome to class. Nice to see you.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you please copy previous chat so I will see what the name of different numbers you already done? Oh,
Take a look.
thanks.
Okay, and I'll put it in the public chat as well for all you people watching. Okay, you've got it out there too. So, Vladimir, I want you to tell me where the poster is, and you've got to use some location words. If the revolving doors are at the entrance, where is the poster? The poster.
Poster is on the wall.
It's on the wall. The poster is on the wall.
Yes.
Number
14.
Number 14. Very good. And class, tell me the street sign. Class, where's the street sign? Where's the street sign? Class?
22.
22.
Okay, but that's not telling me where it is. That's the right number, and you're correct. But describe the location. It's not on the wall, and it's not at the entrance. It's
In the corner. On the corner.
On the corner.
on the corner is correct. It's on the corner of the street or on the corner of the intersection. That thing is an intersection. Okay. What goes across the intersection? Ksenia, this one's for you. What goes across the intersection, Ksenia?
I'm sorry, but I don't know where we are now because I asked for a second.
Sorry, I didn't understand. What goes across the intersection?
And what?
The
What is
the intersection.
Yes.
Well, the street sign is on the corner of the intersection, the street sign is on the corner of the intersection. Cars have to stop at the intersection. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
There's a traffic light in the middle of the intersection. So now do you see what it is?
It's a separate line. No?
It's the, repeat?
Is the separation line in the road? I don't know what
That's-
is. Yes?
Well, it's not the line down the middle, but it is the two parallel lines. So number 20 is what I'm referring to. What goes across the intersection? Number 20, what goes across?
I don't know.
Oh, we said it just a moment ago, Ksenia.
I wasn't here. I wasn't here. I just hit my kettle. I wasn't here.
Help her out, class. Help her out.
Cross what? What?
The crosswalk goes across the intersection. That's right.
Mm-hmm. It's like road.
It's the path for people who walk, not cars.
Mm-hmm.
So the crosswalk goes across. I put it in the chat window, across the intersection. Section. Like this. Everyone see that in the chat window? So say it back to me. The crosswalk goes across the intersection. Repeat.
The crosswalk goes across the
Excellent.
intersection.
And where's the poster?
Poster is on
It's
the wall.
on the wall. And where's the street sign?
In the corner.
On the corner.
On the corner.
Not in the corner, because in the corner would mean that it's confined between two walls. So is there something in the corner? Yeah. Maybe the fire escape could be in the corner of the roof because there's a wall there. So maybe the fire escape is in the corner of the building or in the corner of the roof. But the street sign is not in the corner. It's on the corner because it's sticking out. There's nothing around it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's strange but true. And where's the bus stop, class? Where's the bus stop? Where's the bus stop? Vladimir, do you see it? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ksenia.
There's a cafe, Andrew.
There is a cafe. So describe the position of the location of the bus stop. The bus stop is it on the corner?
In front of a neon sign of cafe.
Right, of the cafe.
Of the cafe.
Okay, excellent. So the bus stop is in front of not just the neon sign, but also in front of the cafe itself. The bus stop's in front of the cafe. Vladimir, the bus stop is right on the what? What's that thing the bus stop is on?
It's right on the sidewalk.
It's on the sidewalk, right on the curb. So it's on the sidewalk, correct. But it's right on the curb, meaning that it's on the edge.
Curb mean edge?
That's right. Number 17 is also a curb. Number 17 is pointing to the curb, and the bus stop is right on the curb. The edge of the sidewalk is the curb.
Curb.
What do police tell you to do if you're driving drunk? What do they tell you to do? The police go, wow, wow, wow. They roll the siren, and they tell you to do what?
I don't know.
Are you allowed to drive if they turn on the siren?
No.
No. What do you have to do with your vehicle? You have to
stop it.
Stop it or curb it. Curb it. Curb it means to put it against the curb, to stop it and move it to the side. Stop it and move it to the side, to curb it. And we can use curb curb can also mean to reduce. I'm going to curb my drinking because I drink too much. I'm going to curb it. That means to slowly reduce it. So curb can be used as a verb as well. All right, I think we've gotten pretty much all the details that we need. Now we're going to try something a little different. Now, I'm going to ask you to pick a place on the map, and I want you to tell me not what it is, a little different. I want you to pick a place on the map, and give me just a second here, and I'll tell you what I want you to do. Hold on a second. Because my notes are not in front of me, and I will tell you exactly. I have something particular that I want you to try here. If my computer will let me. Hold on a second. Oh, my computer is frozen. Give me just a second. Here we go. I want you to pick a place on this map, and I want you to pick a place that helps you remember something. It could be a memorable event in your life that happened in a location like that. It could be an experience, good or bad. Or it could be a story, something about a friend or family that you want to share with us. So you pick the place, and don't tell us what it is, and we are going to decide where we are on the map. Okay? I'm not going to tell you the number. I'm not going to tell you the place. I want you to decide. You've got to use those little pictures, those little icons to help you figure out what the place is. And we'll see if you're right. Okay? So everyone, take a minute, pick a number, and tell me when you're ready. If you like, I can give you an example.
I think we like.
You want an example?
Yes, I want.
Very good. Here we go. So, look at the map and you tell me what location I'm talking about. I'm going to tell you, let me see, I'm going to tell you a true story about this location. True story. When I was 11 years old, my friends and I used to play tricks on each other. One time, my friend saw that I had put my bike outside a store. So he ran up, he jumped on it, and he rode away, and I ran after him. But when I turned the corner, I saw that he had been stopped by someone in particular, a particular kind of person who works for the government or the city, and he was put into a car, and he was taken to this particular place because he had done something wrong, and I had to go and get him out. True story. True story. Where do you think I am on the map?
52, police station.
51.
51.
Okay.
51. Do you know how the story ended? This is a true story. I kid you not. The police said to me, "Hey, this kid was stealing your bike." By the way, I was about 11 years old. "This kid is stealing your bike. Do you know him? He says he knows you." And I looked at my friend, and I looked at the police officer, and I said, "Nope, never seen him before in my life."
Good friends, good friends.
And then I said, no, I'm just kidding. I know him. And then they let him go. Anyway, it was great. He got arrested. They weren't going to do anything to him anyway. He was only like 11 or 12. True story. Vladimir, you were the one who picked it first. I want you to tell a story or an anecdote about a particular place. Let's see if we can figure out what it is. Are you ready? It doesn't have to be a long story. Remember, it doesn't even have to be a story. It can be an event, something you do at that place, or an experience. But we're going to try to figure out what place you're talking about on the map.
Okay. So once when I was a in other city, in not my hometown. I got to go in particular time in this particular place, so I could go to my hometown. But instead of get a taxi cab, me and my friend, we decided to use a public transport, and it was so slow, so we were late, and we missed the train. So we were lost in this place, and we have to find a new ways to get home. So that's all.
45?
Yes.
You gave it away because you said
25.
train.
Yeah, but I didn't know how to not to say it.
Okay, and what is 45, Ksenia? What is
It's a
what
train
is-
station.
It's a
Hello?
station, right? It's a train station. And look in the chat window for a second, Vladimir. Look in the chat window. That's what you were saying to us, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to make just a quick correction. Once when I was in another city, not other.
Another. Okay.
I'm going to write the correction for you. I'm going to, under this dotted line, I'm going to write the correction for you, okay? But let me just go through it really quickly. Once when I was in another city, not my hometown, period, I got to go. I think it's I had to leave.
Mm-hmm. I had to leave.
I had to leave at a particular time in this particular place. But instead of getting a taxi cab, me and my friend decided to use public, oh, okay, I wrote traffic, it's a mistake. Public transportation. I think I made a mistake there. You said public transportation. But it was so late, we missed the train. We were lost. We were lost. We got lost in this place, and we had to find a new way home. Okay, so I made changes in the very beginning and in the very end. Can you see the changes?
Yes.
So another instead of other. Had to leave instead of got to go. Because you say got to go, that's like right now.
Mm-hmm.
But at the time, I had to leave. And also maybe to get lost instead of were lost. Were lost sounds like you're going to give a big description, but to get lost is an action. We got lost. Okay? Excellent. Very good. Ksenia, you picked it. I'd like you to tell us either a story, an experience, or just what we do in this place.
Okay, it was a story from my childhood.
Go for it.
Okay, I and my friends used to play there, and one day we went to discover a new place in this area, and out of the blue we saw two big angry dogs. These dogs started to bark, and we found they are very aggressive, so we decided to run, and we ran too fast because we didn't want to be beaten by them, and we escaped finally by climbing a tree.
Oh my God. So we ran away and we escaped by climbing a tree, right?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Class, what do you think? Class, what do you think?
It's
What's
a park.
41, no?
Yeah.
very good? So that's the park. Give me just a second. I'm going to put a quick correction in there. and my friends used to play when they went to Clever. I might have made a mistake, so give me just a second to fix my typographical errors. Angry dogs. They started to sing. I might have made a mistake, so take a look at the text and tell me did I miss anything? I'm going to correct it, but first tell me if I made any mistakes. Ksenia?
Mm-hmm.
Is it correct?
Yes, I think. Yes.
Okay, so let me just make a quick correction. First, I'm going to say this and then I'm going to write it. My friends and I used to play there, and one day we went to discover. One day we went to discover, or we wanted to discover.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
We went to discover. For discover.
You have to say it a little differently. We went exploring.
Yes, exploring.
We went exploring. Maybe exploring for a new place. But we saw two dogs. We didn't see two dogs. We ran into two big angry dogs, and they started to bark, and we could see that they were aggressive. So, we ran away, and we escaped by climbing a tree, or even you could say climbing up a tree, even more clear.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Okay, so I put the correction in the chat window. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's just say a quick hello to Mr. Aristote. Hello, Aristote, you're back. How are you, Aristote?
Fine, thank you.
Ah, you disappeared, but now you're back. I saw you in the beginning, and then I didn't see you again. So welcome back to class. Welcome back.
Back.
Yes. Where are you from, Aristote?
I'm from Geneva, Switzerland.
From Geneva. Ah, okay. Very good. Very good. So, Mr. Aristote, we are looking at this map and deciding what the symbols mean by telling what we do in these places or something we have done in these places. Okay? And then in that way, we are naming the different parts of downtown. Okay? So far, we've identified that 51 is a police station, and I told a story about a police station. Then Vladimir told a story about 45, which is a train station. And Ksenia, you told a story about getting lost, being chased by dogs, and we realized that she was talking about number 41, which is the park. Okay? So, Aristotle, you're going to listen to the next story, and you're going to decide what place we're describing. Okay? Okay, bye, Vladimir. Thanks for joining us. So, let's go to, who's got a story? Is it Adrian or Jose? Who's next? Adrian or Jose?
Me, for example.
Go ahead, Jose. Remember, you can say what we do there, or
Yes.
you can say what you have done in that place. And we're going to guess the position on the map and what it is. Go for it.
Okay. Every week I enjoy a lot running along this place. I go with my children too. You can see a lot of trees, a lot of places where the children can play, all the time.
A lot of trees and a lot of spaces, you said?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. A lot of places where the children could play all the time. This is my place.
Excellent. Very good. Class, what place is he describing on the map? What's the number? What do you think, class?
I think 41 on 30.
Yes, it is 41.
It's 41. Ksenia, what did you think it was?
I think it's 33 because children playing. I think 31 is for crosswalk.
31 has, well, it doesn't have a crosswalk because there's not a street inside of 31, but it does have paths through it. Crosswalk would be only for the streets.
Okay, and
Okay.
what is 31 mean?
31 is a playground.
Ah, it's a playground.
Playground. I think it's a playground. So Jose, it could be 41, but it also could be 33 because you've got a playground and you've got a picnic area in 34. So I would say that 33 and 41 are probably connected in some way. So it could actually be both.
Okay.
Let's take a quick look at your text. Every week I enjoy running along this place. I go with my children too. You can see a lot of trees, enough spaces where the children could play all the time. This is my place. Okay, there's your text.
Yes.
And I'm going to do a quick correction. It's pretty good, but let me just do a quick correction before we run out of time here.
Okay.
How many kids do you have, Jose?
Sorry, John?
How many kids do you have?
Two kids.
How old are they?
One daughter and one son. 2 kids.
How old are your kids?
Yeah.
How old are your kids?
Yes,
Jose?
my daughter 12 years old and my son 7 years old.
7?
Yes.
Okay.
12. My daughter is 12 years old and my son 7 years old.
Okay, very good, very good. So, just because you never mentioned your kids before, I've seen you for like a year, and this is the first time you mentioned it.
Yes, the first time.
Okay, so let me just do a quick correction. Every week, I enjoy running along this place. Well, if you're going to say along, it has to be like a road or a river. I'm running
road,
along,
okay.
the, right? So
Yes.
I would just say more simply, I enjoy running in this place.
In this place, without alone.
Yeah, because if along is more specific. So along the river would be okay, but here I'd say in. I go with my children. It's okay. You might want to just add an adverb like I always go with my children, or I often go with my children. And when you're there, I'm going to add just a little bit of information. When you're there, you can see. Well, we don't need to say can. In Spanish, you have to say can. And in French, and in Portuguese, and in Italian. But in English, we don't need to say it.
Okay.
Not you can't see, just you see.
You
see a lot of trees.
You see,
And-
without can. Okay.
And space should be spaces. You see a lot of spaces where children could play? No, where children play all the time. This is my
Okay.
place. Now,
Okay.
okay, and now I wrote the corrections and I posted them for you.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Now, what are you going to do with this? My suggestion is you take your original text and then you take your corrected text, and later today, look at your original and then try to make the corrections yourself, and then look at my
Okay.
correction and see how close you got. These are really short,
Okay.
so it should be easy to remember. All right?
Yes.
Adrian, we got
Okay.
time for one last one. We got time for one more.
Okay. Well, I have to take my car every 5,000 kilometers. That my car do or did. Also, I also take my car to this place when on my car come up some scratch. It is told it's very easy. I can't explain more difficult.
Okay, but it's good. It's clear. Ksenia? What is it?
44?
And what do we call that, 44? What do we call it?
It's a repair station. Car
Repair-
station.
Not car station. So, repair station, well, actually, you know what we call it? We call it two things. Either body shop or mechanics.
Workshop.
Not workshop either. Unfortunately, we can't use it for this. Body shop or mechanics. There's another word, but it's a little bit confusing. We can also say garage. I'm going to take my car to the garage. But that can be confusing because people have a garage in their house.
Yes.
So that's why you want to be a little careful with that. It might not be as clear, but it's okay to say that. People will say, oh, I got to take my car to the garage. I have to pick my car up from the body shop. Oh, there's a dent. I'm going to take it to the mechanics. I'm hearing a strange noise in the engine. I'm going to take it to the mechanics to get fixed. So all three will work. Whoops, I pressed return too soon. Let me just do the correction first. Okay. So we have just a minute, but just enough time to correct your text. Okay. I have to take my car every 5,000. I have to take my car. And use the problem was the word did. I have to take my car here every 5,000 kilometers. But I also take it to this place whenever it you said come up some scratch, but you should say whenever it gets scratched. Whenever it gets scratched. Take a look at my corrections there, Adrian.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can you see the changes that I made?
I have to take my car here every 5,000 kilometers, but I also take it to this place whenever it gets scratched.
Exactly. Okay. So I'm going to paste these texts in the chat window as well. And later after class, you can go back and so I'm going to paste it right now. Later you can go back, copy the original and the correction into your notes. Later, look at the original and mentally go through it. Try to make the correction yourself. Okay? And compare it to my correction. And that will help you remember the changes. Okay? Excellent job, everyone. That's it for downtown. I'm going to be back in 30 seconds to start the next class, which is one of the great short stories in the English language, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Don't forget, follow me on Verbling at the link in the chat window to see all my upcoming classes. Bye for now, everyone. See you in a moment. Bye-bye.